What's going on, fellas? Gundam fans? My name is Good Oyster One, and I'm going to bring you guys another model of the Rat Slave parachute type, also known as from the regular type of custom Gundam ground type. So, during the side story of Mobile Suit Gundam, during the '08 series, during the Gundam Mobile Suit '08, not particularly in the same group, but around that time when the Federation was starting to push back on the Zeon forces straight off, when Zeon was losing their strongholds and their footholds down on Earth, and they ended up going back to their HLVs for how they deploy their ground forces on Earth. But sadly, they're losing the war on and down Earth by the overcome mass production of mobile suits and Federation counterattacks. So, with this model here, sorry, I guess I had that thing up wrong. But with this particular model, it is part of a particular group, not company, but a squad, or this particular unit is called the Slave Wraiths. So the Slave Wraiths are a small unit that their main job is to smoke out any Federation or Zeon sympathizers with the enemy. Now, they only have 3 mobile suits, which is currently how the Federation mobile suit units are. Like, they have their little hover car, they have 3 mobile suits, and they have enough ammunition and equipment to keep them running for a while. But they also had a Medusa with them during the time after they landed to near the location, and they continue on with their missions. But so after their attacks, there's been multiple of conflicts that happened. So there was at another base, I forgot the Federation base, but it turns out they're holding in Zeon forces with a couple of Zaku's and some tanks or so. And then they used the Zaft, not Zaft, I don't know why I said Zaft. Sorry, Zeon, I keep getting confused, I don't know why I'm getting confused with the Z's. With Zeon forces that were in the base while the Slave Wraith unit were coming in close after interrogation to one of the commanding officers of the base. They started opening fire on the Slave Wraith. After the Slave Wraith was successfully taken out, any remaining units, even the spies and the sympathizers, they basically slaughtered them and notified headquarters to let them know of the certain base that they were at, that there are confirmed sightings and signs of Zeon Federation sympathizers. Later on in the sideline story, that their commanding officer of this particular unit of the Slave Wraiths, they ended up being betrayed by their own commanding officer. I think he was either a colonel or a commander, but within that, after the betrayal from the commander or colonel, correct me if I'm wrong under the comments, they were framed by the Federation forces. So every single Federation soldier, whoever sees the Slave Wraith unit, any sign, distance at all, any information at all, they would immediately brand them as traitors and Zeon sympathizers. So they would basically be killed on sight. So later on in the story, they were able to meet up with another side. Sorry, gnat went in my mouth. They were able to encounter a Zeon patrol unit, which was one of the guys who were actually part of one of the Jabrow's assault units. Well, not literally from Jabrow, or Jaburo, but Zeon forces that went to attack on Jaburo. But they ended up failing, so they ended up retreating. But after that, they ended up meeting cross paths with each other. Before they try to gun each other down, they convinced the Zeon patrol unit to let them know that they're trying to run away from the Federation and they need their help to get into space and to lay low for a little while the war is either once the war ends or once it's settled down, so without confusions, and it might show up again. But after that, they were encountered by a Federation frontal assault from their from any operation to take back Earth. But after the conflict, they did successfully reach up to space with Xeon, ended up in one of the Xeon Force's colonies. So after that, they lay low for a while and planned on their next move after that. So that's a little bit of the story, but if you guys want to know more, you can actually play the side storyline on some of the SD Gundam Generation games, or by manga, or by internet, or even by YouTube if you guys really want to hear it. So, sorry, I got a car that drove past me. Didn't want them to hear me talk. So, let's go ahead and talk about weaponry on the model. So, by standard machine gun, by standard for Federation mobile suit of the ground forces unit, they were given off from the submachine gun, and also they were given also from two side magazines on the side of the skirt, and also standard shield, small shield, tactical shield for them, and that is their emblem right there of their unit. Backpack is very different. It's kind of like it is part of the GM ground assault, the ground type mobile suit, but it is customized for the leader of the group. There are parts in this box that you can actually have the Gundam head from the ground type, and the shoulder pads too. Unfortunately, I try to see if there's enough pieces in here that have the backpack that can load up all the armaments, like the 108 millimeter cannon or bazooka or anything else. But unfortunately, there's only small parts that there is in there, but you most likely have to buy another either Gundam type, ground type, or one of the Slave GM unit and use that backpack for, like, I don't know, like, goddamn, that keeps going on my arm, to actually do some little vigilance on it. Not vigilance, by visual, or show it off at all. So other than that, by also standard, his beam sabers on both of the side legs on the legs. Obviously, I said legs 3 times. They're also been given a parachute pack, which is defined by their color, besides blue and white, or even gray too. Sorry, I had to fix my phone. So after that, standardized 2 beam sabers. We got ourselves another beam rifle right here that you get later on, before the Xeons ended up going back to space, when beam weaponry was working, and regular hyper bazooka for their clips, and then goddamn that. Sorry for saying cursing. And also, I mentioned earlier from the 108 millimeter machine. I am in that infestation land, I swear. Sorry. So that will be the 108 millimeter cannon. There are one thing I do want to let you guys know. You know, the little PC joints that you can actually use for the arms, do not use the hard ones. I am a little bit shady on the hard plastic ones. Use the soft one. Use the PC soft ones for the arms, for like to move side to side or up and down. Doesn't matter. Definitely use the softer piece so that you can actually move the arms without any friction. But if you want to, that's fine. But I'm just letting you guys know for your precaution. For your precaution in the future. So guys, if you guys have any other questions, sorry if this video is going to be short. Oh, again, this one's from eBay. I did bought from the other video, if you guys watch, for the Jar Jar. I did mention about the other model, so this is going to be the other model. I did not make I did make a video in the past. It's just that the lighting from the other video was just down, and the sun came down, so I ended up deleting that video and making a brand new one, which is this one. So if you guys have any questions on either the storyline, either the side storyline, or the model itself, put it down in the comment section, and I'll definitely put down eBay on the description if you guys want to take a look at it. I have not seen it on Big Bad Toy Store, but I have seen it on P Bandai and Hobby Links, I believe. No, but I know that P Bandai has actually have this, so they do have this, but they most likely have it out of stock since they're pretty. This one's pretty expensive too. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. And another thing too, if you guys want to see more videos, I have more videos down on the playlist. If you guys look down in the channel, I have certain other models that I have that are in the collection. There will be more updates, more models sooner or later, as best as I can. I'm trying to cover my mouth while these gnats are trying to get near my face for some reason. Okay, so I said a lot of ums, so will let you guys go. And if you guys have, again, go ahead, like the video, give it a comment, any questions, opinions, I'll answer as best I can, and I will see you guys on the next review. Bye bye. My hand's in the way. Bye bye. Okay, bye bye.